Imagine a gang so ruthless that even the Hells Angel most feared motorcycle club in the world thinks twice before crossing them. A gang that built its empire on blood, loyalty, and absolute dominance. The Bandidos Motorcycle Club isn't just another outlaw group. They're a global force with thousands of members, a violent history, and a reputation that sends chills down the spines of their enemies. From brutal domain wars to massive criminal operations, the Bandidos have carved their name into history with fire and rage. But what makes them so feared? And why do even the toughest bikers in the world respect or fear these men? Let's dive into the brutal, merciless world of the Bandidos. Origins and expansion. The Bandidos Motorcycle Club began in San Leon, Texas, in 1966, established by Vietnam War veteran Donald Eugene Chambers. Inspired by the rebellious spirit of Mexican bandits, Chambers created a club that valued brotherhood and defiance against mainstream society. Starting with local chapters in Texas cities like Houston and San Antonio, the Bandidos expanded rapidly. By the early 19th century, they boasted over 100 members, many of whom were fellow veterans seeking kinship and a sense of belonging. Their influence soon reached international shores, with the first overseas chapter forming in Sydney, Australia, in 1983. Today, the Bandidos have a presence in 22 countries, with approximately 2,000 to 2,500 members worldwide. Chambers structured the club with military-like attention to detail, ensuring that every member had a duty and purpose. He appointed regional leaders responsible for recruiting, enforcing discipline, and overseeing criminal enterprises. This hierarchy allowed the club to function like a well-oiled machine, making it difficult for law enforcement to dismantle its operations. Key figures and their roles. Several high-ranking bandidos played crucial roles in the gang's expansion and success. Donald Eugene Chambers, founder, a Vietnam War veteran who built the club on discipline, strategy, and brotherhood. He emphasized loyalty and was known for his ruthless enforcement of club rules. George Wiegers, former international president, led the club during the 1990s and early 2000s, overseeing its growth into a global empire. He was later arrested on racketeering charges, but maintained the club's toughness. Jeffrey Pike, national president USA, known for his involvement in organizing operations and expanding the club's reach. Pike was vital in forging alliances and dealing with rival clubs. Toby Mitchell, Australian chapter leader. A notorious figure in the Australian outlaw scene, Mitchell played a crucial role in strengthening the Bandidos' foothold in the country. These individuals contributed to the Bandidos' ability to dominate regions through strategic alliances, violent enforcement, and a strict chain of command. A code of brotherhood and resistance. Central to the Bandidos' identity is their strong sense of brotherhood and a code that demands loyalty and respect. Members are expected to prioritize the club above all else, sticking to rules that govern behavior, appearance, and interactions. This code fosters unity, but also enforces strict consequences for those who betray the club's trust. The Bandidos' motto, "We are the people our parents warned us about," reflects their cherishing of an outlaw image and a lifestyle that challenges societal norms. Initiation into the club is a demanding process. Potential members, known as prospects, must prove their loyalty by completing tasks assigned by full-patch members. These tasks often involve criminal activities, enforcing club rules, or demonstrating unshakable commitment. Only after proving themselves over time are they awarded the club's full-colors desired Bandidos patch. Rivalry with the Hells Angels. The Bandidos' rapid expansion inevitably led to conflicts with other motorcycle clubs, most notably the Hells Angels. This rivalry has sparked numerous violent showdowns as both groups compete for dominance in various regions. One of the most infamous clashes occurred in 2015 in Waco, Texas, where a meeting between the Bandidos, the Cossacks, another motorcycle club, and other groups erupted into a deadly shootout, resulting in 9 deaths and numerous injuries. This incident highlighted the intense and often brutal nature of territory wars between rival clubs. The rivalry can be traced back decades, with each club attempting to establish dominance in rewarding territories. The Bandidos employ a mix of strategic alliances, savage force, and secret operations to weaken their enemies. They have been known to slip Hells Angels chapters, recruit defectors, and execute coordinated attacks to destabilize their competition. When biker wars turn into bloodbaths, the Bandidos deadly clash at Red River Rally. In a bold display of their ill-famous reach, the Bandidos Motorcycle Club has recently been involved in a violent clash that escalated into a deadly shootout. On May 26, 2020, during the 41st annual Red River Memorial Day motorcycle rally in New Mexico, a clash between the Bandidos and the Water Dogs biker gang resulted in 3 deaths and 5 injuries. The incident highlighted the Bandidos' continued involvement in violent territorial disputes, highlighting their lasting influence and the continuous challenges they present to law enforcement agencies. Near misses, moments they could have been caught. Despite their fame, the Bandidos have managed to avoid major legal takedowns due to their strategic thinking and deep-rooted connections. There have been multiple cases where law enforcement was close to dismantling them, but the gang's ability to cover its tracks kept them afloat. One such instance occurred in 1998 when an undercover FBI operation was set to expose a large-scale drug trafficking ring linked to the Bandidos. A federal informant had sneaked into a regional chapter, providing critical evidence of narcotics distribution. However, just days before a scheduled raid, the informant disappeared without a trace. The evidence was never fully recovered, and without a key witness, the case collapsed. Many believe the Bandidos uncovered the informant's identity and handled the situation internally. In 2006, Australian police were prepared to arrest several high-ranking Bandidos members for their involvement in a series of violent crimes, including arson and extortion. However, a last-minute alert allowed the gang to destroy evidence and relocate members to safe houses across the country. Authorities later admitted that the leak likely came from someone within law enforcement, showcasing the club's deep network of insiders. Another remarkable escape came in 2013 when a German Bandidos chapter was suspected of directing a large-scale weapons smuggling operation. A planned raid on their compound was meant to seize illegal firearms, but upon arrival, authorities found the place abandoned. Reports later revealed that the Bandidos had installed an advanced surveillance system, allowing them to detect the upcoming raid and flee before authorities could slam. Criminal allegations and legal battles. Law enforcement agencies worldwide have long associated the Bandidos with organized crime activities, including drug trafficking, extortion, and violent assaults. In February 2025, federal authorities in Houston accused 14 members of the Bandidos on charges ranging from racketeering to murder. This allegation was the climax of a 6-year investigation into the gang's alleged involvement in violent crimes, including a domain war with a rival gang known as the B-Easts. The charges underlined the ongoing efforts by law enforcement to curb the Bandidos' influence and criminal activities. What do you think? Will the authorities be successful in putting them behind bars? Express your views in the comments below. The Bandidos Motorcycle Club stands as a powerful force in the world of outlaw motorcycle gangs. Their fierce reputation, strict code of conduct, and willingness to engage in violent conflicts have solidified their position as a group. Even the Hells Angels approach with caution. While their lifestyle offers a sense of brotherhood and disobedience, it also involves significant risks and challenges, both from within the club and from external forces. As law enforcement continues to crack down on their activities, the Bandidos' strengths and adaptability will undoubtedly be tested in the years to come.